Hi there, Sagittarius. This is Kim with your messages. These are your next 3-day messages. Hope you guys are doing good. I was kind of looking on YouTube right before sitting down to do this reading for you all, and I saw a video. It was actually, I think the video was trying to make fun of this girl for screaming, and like that she was fed up with everything. She's in her car and she's like screaming. She's fed up with everything and angry, upset, kind of, picking up paper in her car and tearing it into pieces and stuff. And I don't know, I was thinking, I don't know why, but I was going to pass along the message to you all that that's completely healthy. It is a really good thing to do sometimes if you just have to scream from the frustration, because there's a lot of different ways that we can be frustrated. And though I like to talk about love and peace and harmony, we still have duality, and we experience extreme frustration in life sometimes. And sometimes you have to cry and scream, and that's healthy for you. Okay? I want you to keep your faith at this time for sure. They want you to keep the faith in the interim. Okay? Shadow here on the bottom. I want you to keep your faith in the interim. You're in the interim. You are in between having a prayer answered and being in the situation that required the prayer in the first place. Maybe that's why this message of... You see the shadow card? Interesting. You know how I'm reading the shadow today, though? Because of the message that came through right before starting your reading, I'm looking at this shadow card as being the experience we're not really wanting to experience. In fact, we would rather push it away, repress it if we could, but however we are here, we find ourselves in this spot. And seeing that girl again, like frustration, scream, let it out. Something's going to be better. Something's going to get better. How do prayers get answered? In miraculous ways, right? Let me pull a soul contract card for you. Let's find out a little bit more about this prayer energy. The prayer also has a different... There's also something more in the book about it. I don't think I have to pull it. I think it is the healer, light worker, the healer archetype here also within you. So that's just another message. I feel like it's a little bit separate for some people that are healers. Because maybe your hand is the answered prayer for some people. You know what I mean? If you're the healer. Your hand, it could be a metaphor. Your hand in something is going to be an answered prayer for somebody. So, I mean, it's interesting. What is this? What is this? Yeah, nice. Deep healing. And I was gonna say, when you heal yourself, then you're gonna be able to heal others in like a massive way, because this experience is kind of big. So, deep healing. Allow yourself to heal. It is essential for your soul's growth and renewal. Soul healing, emotional release. Thank you, Spirit, guiding us through these messages. I really appreciate the confirmation. This is about an emotional release, inner restoration, deep healing. So that's what's part of your contract right now. Interesting. Some of you all might have a healing voice. You may have a healing voice, a healing frequency, vibration that comes off of you. So you may be called to share your voice or to speak certain things to people. Sometimes it's just a few words that can make a very, very big difference. I can remember in my life looking back one sentence things that people with no name, just a stranger, said to me at certain points in my life at certain ages, because that one statement, either positively or negatively, it could be both, but I usually remember the positive more than I do any of the negative at this point. It's been my focus. But the really positive things that stuck with you, that helped your self-esteem, helped your confidence, those things that people have said to you throughout your life, you remember, and they help you build your strength here and your confidence on earth. And so it's your duty and it's my duty to make sure that we're contributing to that energy of building people's confidence, helping people out, and it starts with you, right? So yeah, echoes of love. So you have resonance, healing, voice, and universal connection. Listen to its call. The love echoes through the universe, and feel the healing resonance within. I guess we'll pull that one out too for you. And just that imagery is making me feel really light, and I'm feeling like if you go into meditation, you may find yourself in a floating state more and more because of some kind of healing that's being sent to you. I'm looking at these cards, trying to see, asking Spirit to let me know something else from these pictures. And that's what they're letting me know, is that there's this feeling of floating. Even if you're just outside, like if you're outside taking deep breaths, closing your eyes, you may want to focus on the feeling of weightlessness that you're able to achieve in that position, in that whatever it is, because they're recommending it because it's going to be you relaxing your body, is opening up that channel so that you can feel the frequency even stronger. So it's to your benefit, health wise, sanity wise. Nice. That's a very beautiful card, isn't it? That's really beautiful. All of those turquoise and the blue mixed with that gold. As above, so below. It's really beautiful. And I see these two as like being curtains, like the curtains are being, are going to be revealed for you. You can get a sneak preview by going within and just relaxing, not controlling what goes in or out, just allowing for this energy. Always good to set the intention. You know, I allow for some sort of energy. Maybe ask for floating, healing energy. It'll work. It will work. And then close your eyes and feel it. Yeah, the stage. Oh, I love it. I love it. So this is perfect for this energy right here. Okay, for the shadow energy that we're taking from it. The density card is about things being heavy, the burdens at this time, the things that are heavy and weigh us down. The opposite of you floating, right, is relationships, partnerships, job, money struggles, money. Maybe it's not. Maybe the biggest struggle is going to a work or a job you don't like, or maybe it's about finding a job. Whatever it is, and then after that, you know, keeping up. It seems like this world's always about, can you keep up? And I see that as representing density in the shadow. They're wanting you to tap into this love frequency. What was it? Leo got this card because your sister sign, Leos, they rule over the heart space. So there's this, like a flower of life, this 528 hertz is the love frequency, and it's healing, and it also helps activate your divine DNA, 12-strand DNA blueprint. And this connects all of the parts, like, of your soul, you know what I mean? So so you're more, in a sense, you're more complete. I mean, you always are. They talk about, we have the spark, the divine spark. I'm seeing that just kind of like, now that's the bonfire instead of the spark. Now it's the whole bonfire. So it's like just seeing. So obviously this means higher levels of wisdom and understanding that you have. It means greater levels of compassion and empathy. This is also a desire to find relief in those hard situations too, right? With the 528 hertz. So this also allows for that blueprint, would allow for self-healing, and well, with the cost of health insurance policies, we might need to tap more into self-healing. And I'm not laughing about that. I currently don't have anything on myself at all. I treat myself. Vitamins, you name it. If something feels off, I'm like, oh well. So, no, actually, if it's bad, I would go to a doctor if something bad happened. But this would actually allow for that anyway. So, and I'm not recommending it, but these are difficult times, and sometimes you have to make some difficult decisions. Plus, I was in healthcare for a long time, and I really don't have much faith in the whole system. So, I'm a little biased when it comes to that stuff. But anyway, self-healing is not going to be a bad thing, however it comes, okay? Especially if it's paired with something. Here, I guess that would be best advice, is to just pair it. But I think it could probably handle it. Quantum entanglement is when God, that's a hard one to say, because it's okay, what was it? Spooky action from a distance, I believe, is what Einstein said. Because it's like it's like if you have two bay leaves, and I do this to this bay leaf, and then way over here, this bay leaf turns at the same time. They're not actually, we don't see a physical connection, but they, however, did something at the same time, that if so one affects the other no matter what. Not necessarily at this point understanding how they're connected, but they feel like these things are connected from the quantum field, the unified field. So imagine you have a field of fabric, or imagine us as a piece of fabric with all of those little laces and things like that. So you have a button here and a button here, but imagine we don't actually see the fabric. However, the buttons are definitely on the same fabric. They're connected. So it makes sense that if one thing moves, it turns the fabric of everything. I personally think everything is quantumly entangled. I don't know too much about how they feel like scientifically. I just know my understanding, which is a little bit of a mix of metaphysical with it. But so that can be heavy when things are all connected in some sort of strange way. It can be heavy because some people are going through much bigger things at this stage from their perspective than you are. Maybe you'll probably experience something, I hope not, but experiencing something different at a different point in time, but you're still feeling what that other person is going through. We're all still being affected by every tear that's dropped and every scream that's cried. Rotation and revolution. I think this means for you to move. Let me look at that, because I don't know why I pulled that off, but I'm just guided right now. And so too are we affected by every person that's able to achieve self-healing and love and compassion and connecting to higher bonfires, their divine self. So rotation and revolution say move from where you are. The act of moving, this could be internal or external. If internal, shift your perspective, allow it to leave its current position. Once you move the interior, the external will change. If external, move. Leave the literal place you are in. Generate a change. But the quote is, know that wherever you go, there you are. No, it's you are there. I'm sorry. I'm literally looking at a quote and I gave it to you wrong. Wherever you go, you are there. Jeez. I mean, and with quantum entanglement, you're everywhere all the time. It's just a perspective. Okay, give me a card for Sagittarius, please. Six of Cups. Oh, interesting. Release is on one side, but I have the Six of Cups. Here, it is in the upright. Nostalgia. Is it at... Oh, light on that density. I want to get a clarification. This is usually a soul group or somebody connected to you. It could be about family, past life, or this life, or past. It can be talking about that, especially with this nostalgia emphasis. I don't always read the Six of Cups like that because past, present, future, it's all happening right now. And so I feel like this is it would be a connection. So it's always connected to you, even if it's, you know, a different timeline, different lifetime, maybe parallel universe, multi-universe, whatever it is. Oh. Okay, they're telling me that there is some sort of creative block that has something to do with the 528 Hertz card. So we'll take a look at the 528 Hertz card in their book. So, because there must be something else that I haven't said on it. I'm thinking. Creating a creative block when this is open. 528 Hertz. Unite, integrate, embrace. Everything in this world is made up of energy. This energy can neither be created nor can it be destroyed. The energy vibrates at different vibrational frequencies due to which it gets its unique nature. But the most powerful energy source is the 528 love frequency. Hertz. How can you doubt what develops through an act of love? It is from here that everything is born. Love is the artist who works in silence, and generally the most transformative acts do not make much noise. They are like the person who collects your rubbish early in the morning. You do not know their motive, their name, their life, but they are still there every day doing something essential for you. There can be no large action without individual actions. What seems like a small gesture combines, oh, that's beautiful, an indestructible love connection, and love works like the universe. Oh. 528 Hertz. So something about that will open up creative. Somebody might be into photography and even might be looking at old pictures, wanting to, like, because this person is looking over old pictures, old memories. But it looks like she's actually working on, like, sorting or assembling them. This also could be some artwork too in the background. It's meaningful. Youthful emotions. The Page of Cups is something new coming in. Nice. So there's a message here coming in that you will like more than likely. Page of Cups, and it's going to give you a choice. Two of Pentacle energy. When you choose it, it leads to a victory if you choose it. So this is something, the Chariot here is determination, it says, but it's getting something moving. You usually see a chariot or a car being represented because movement, travel is also indicated. But this brings about balanced change for you. So it might have something to do with the finances, and this may be something that you actually just end up loving. Well, good. No, nice. The Wheel of Karma. Everything that is down must go up. Everything goes round and round, these circles, these cycles, right? So the Wheel of Karma says karma, dharma, destined, inevitable, cause and effect, divine intervention, cycles, luck, fortune, the rise and fall, circumstance, consequence, divine will, and blind justice. And honestly, every single one of those sounds really good to me. It's a very similar look to this Echoes of Love card also. Woo! Careful with who you let into your energy at this time. When I see this card, I feel like you may be telling somebody no. You may be having to pull up the bridge, metaphorically, to giving somebody access or allowing somebody to see you. Let's ask why. Let me ask why. What is the bridge being pulled up for? Like, for who? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Nine of Pentacle with the Seven of Pentacle here on the bottom. They really want you to invest in yourself. Yeah, Page of Pentacle, a new investment here for yourself. Careful with choices right now, because there's something here about them having effects on your long-term plans, but they're wanting you to be independent of an energy here. This is a person, the Nine of Pentacles is somebody that is getting rewarded greatly for their effort. It says luxury at the end of the world. It can indicate a big financial gain, a windfall. And it could be that somebody might find out about this also and say, hey, can you give me some of your money or something in there? I don't know, but they are wanting you to, like, you do you right now, because we know that we're going to need it for something. That's all I'm getting. It's like, we know that we're going to need it for something. It's all I'm feeling about, like, future. It has something to do with your future. Ostrich trap. Why do we have the ostrich trap? This is that Ace of Wands in the reverse energy, because I have these two showing up in the reverse, and ostrich trap. I wonder if there is some kind of emotion within you that needs to come out or be expressed in some way, or some kind of heart-opening experience to allow it to come in. Because we could be, like, avoiding or just not wanting to do something, not even making a choice, because it would require us being honest and opening up to ourselves. Maybe about how we feel. I have Cancer and Taurus with these two energies. Gemini is on this card. Libra. Cancer again with that one. So the Pearl is emotional force opening up. The Moon tapping into the subconscious mind. It says hidden things. Something hiding within the heart chakra for you to unlock. What's hiding in the heart chakra for them to unlock? A decision here about doing things in a very unique, you know, that entrepreneur spirit, but a very unique way. The biker, lone wolf style, nonconformist, loves freedom, moving on. Could be avoiding moving on, even if, like, if the heart has been telling you something. Forked road, direction change, options, free will. The moment of truth. So it's going to offer some sort of decision. The forked road. Capricorn and Libra. Okay, so your angel numbers that we'll close with is 1212. Stay focused on your best possible future and remain optimistic throughout the entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams into a reality. I am focused. And master number 55, that's a big indication for change, right? Substantial change is in your future. Embrace the change. A need to overcome your insecurities and let go of your fears. Yeah, that ostrich trap energy. I am evolving. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Sending you love and light. Bye.